Hello everyone, welcome to Southern Wreaths. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to make this really beautiful Merry Christmas wreath. These are the supplies I'm going to use to make this wreath. I do change the ribbon up a little bit. Alright, I'm going to start by adding pipe cleaners to my wire frame. This is a 14-inch wire frame. I'm going to put a pipe cleaner at each inside crossbar, and I put it over 2 bars. And I like to twist it 3 times just to make sure it's not going to move anywhere. And once I get all the inside ties done, I'm going to start on the outside, and again I go over 2 bars. I'm just going to pick any random crossbar to start. And then I'm going to lay the pipe cleaners along the frame, and where the pipe cleaners end, I'm going to add my next one. And I'll do this going all the way around. I usually end up with 14 pipe cleaners on my 14-inch frame. Alright, I'm going to start with a 21-inch white mesh base. And I'm just going to gather it all together. And then I like to pick a pipe cleaner to start at that's to the right or left, depending on which direction I'm going in, of where I'm going to add the mesh, so that once I go around, it all comes together seamlessly. There's no gap in between where I started and where it ends. And I'm just going to trim away the zip tie. And I'll trim away that excess mesh at the end. I'm going to tighten that pipe cleaner. It came loose when I pushed it over. Alright, I'm going to do 12-inch poofs, and I'm just going to use my mat to help me measure. I like to use the 21-inch mesh as a base. It helps fluff up your wreath, and it also keeps you from being able to see through to the frame. And I'll go all the way around the outside doing 12-inch poofs. Okay, now I'm just going to push the ties from the outside out of my way and then open the inside ties. And then to add the mesh to the center so that it goes around perfectly, I'm going to push it up to the nearest pipe cleaner and add it in, just twisting once. And then I'll continue making my 12-inch poofs around. And I'm only twisting once because I'm going to add mesh and ribbon. And I like to fluff out each poof as I'm doing it. Alright, once I get to my last poof, I'm going to open the first pipe cleaner that I used to move the mesh to the center. And then that's where I'll put the last one. So it comes around and makes a perfect circle. And then I'll just trim that away and push it through to the back. And I'll use a zip tie to attach it. And I pull the zip ties really tight because I don't want this mesh to come out at all. And now I'll just trim away and make it look a little bit nicer on the back. Okay, I'm going to use 5.5-inch snow mesh. I'm cutting them at 20 inches, and I'm going to they're doubled up, so I'll do 14 doubled up sections, so there'll be a total of 28. And then I like to put them side by side, overlapping probably about 1 inch to 2 inches. And then I will put something heavy on it because when you have 2 of them, they definitely want to separate. And I'll fold under because it has rough edges, and then I will just ruffle it like you would any 10-inch or 12-inch mesh. And then once you put it in the pipe cleaner, you can't see where there are 2 separate pieces of mesh. And that's why I like to cut them together, because I know that the pair that I pull off and put side by side are the same length. I measure them, but you never know. Sometimes you might be a little off, and this just makes it where they're right. And then here I kind of messed up and put them a little crooked. So I just undid it and scooched it over a little bit. Now I will twist it. I twisted it 3 times. I didn't need to because I'm going to add ribbon. And I like to fan them out to make kind of like a circle. It reminds me of a coffee filter, the way it's ruffled. So it just makes it look pretty and it covers really well. And here I'll just show you again. I tucked it under and I'm just ruffling it all up. And I'm going to open my tie to add the snow mesh in. You don't have to do that. You could just add it right on top. I like this mesh a lot, but I only had the smaller rolls. So I just doubled it up. Okay, so after I finish doing all that, I'm going to cut my ribbon. I like to use this piece of cardboard. It's a little bit less than 12 inches. It's not quite at 12 inches. And I'll just wrap it around 7 times. That's how many pieces of ribbon I need. I did something a little different with this wreath, and the red ribbons that you see there do not have wire. I've never used non-wire ribbon in a wreath before, but this ribbon it's not like regular ribbon. It's not really floppy. It's made out of something different. It's soft. It's almost like plastic, so it will hold its shape. It's not as good as a wired ribbon, but it worked. And I really loved the metallic color that it has. And I thought it worked well with the sign because the sign has a little tree on it and some of these have trees, and I just thought it looked nice. Once I add my ribbon in, I'll roll down the pipe cleaners. I usually do it with a glue stick. My glue sticks were not in my craft room, so I just used a pen. So you can use anything that you can roll around. You could probably even use your finger. Or you can also tuck them to the back where you can't see them. I just think it gives it a cute little touch. It just adds to the wreath. Yeah, I think this non-wired ribbon held up really well. I don't know if other non-wired ribbon would, but this one was really thick. I'm not even sure what it was made out of. Alright, now I'm going to put in my last one. And again, I'm opening my tie. And then I'll twist 3 times to secure it. So I decided to go with different ribbons because I wanted to use this this Santa ribbon. I forgot I had it and I saw it and I thought it was so cute, and I like the colors with the Santa hat. And I'm going to use my staple gun to staple pipe cleaners to the back. And I'll put one on either side. I was going to put it on the S, but I was worried you would be able to see through it. And this was a little more solid. And I do like to twist it after I put the staples in. And then I'll just feed the pipe cleaners through to the back of the wreath. And then I'll twist it around the frame to secure it. You can do it as tight or as loose as you want. You don't want it too loose that it's hanging down, and you don't want it so tight that it's pulling into your wreath, unless that's the look you're going for. But that's it. That's how I made my Merry Christmas Santa wreath. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or you can email me at craftingwithlee@yahoo.com. Thank you so much for watching, and if y'all learned anything or if you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.